All right, so we have your pre-round warm-up routine. So this is anytime you're going out to play tournament events, or honestly, just anytime you're going to play in general. If you can do this before, great. It should take about 20 minutes once you get it consolidated. So let's take 3 to 5 minutes to foam roll. You can go through the calves, you can go through the glutes, you can go through quads, you can go through the lats laying on the side, whatever your preference. So we're going to go into a half kneeling position. We're going to be rotating away from the knee that's on the ground. So right now my right knee's on the ground, my right hand's going to reach up. I'm going to drop directly over top with a soft bend in the elbow. I'm going to try to make sure I'm not leaning forward or leaning back too much. We're trying to stretch this entire lateral chain out and then back up nice and tall, dropping through. We're going to do 8 reps on both sides. The next one we have is called a lat stretch. We're going to use the knuckles against the wall. Okay, we're going to get into 7-iron stance. From here, we're going to rotate our thumb down, knuckles against the wall, thumb down. Okay, we're going to soft bend in the elbow, and we're going to try to imagine like we're pushing that elbow up to the ceiling. And then we're going to rotate into the side that is on the wall. So I'm going to rotate to my left here. I'm going to drive my weight into my back hip. I'm going to try to clear through a little bit. And we should feel a big stretch all through that lat, all through the oblique, and maybe even down into the hip a little bit. Okay, we're going to hold for 5 seconds once we're there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to twist my wrist back to neutral. So my thumb is now pointed that way. Okay, my elbow is staying high, and I'm going to rotate my hips back. So I'm going to try and punch my elbow up just a little bit higher. I'm going to rotate that thumb down. I'm going to push my hips again, and I'm going to push away a little harder from the wall this time. And you should feel a little bigger stretch. 5 seconds again. We'll do it one more time, deepen it up for the third and final 5 seconds, and then we'll switch to the other side. Next one we're going to do is called the crossbody reach. We're going to get a wide stance, slight turnout in the toes. So right now I'm stretching my left groin. I'm going to drop down and into my right side, down and in. Chest up nice and tall, adding that rotation, driving that elbow back. Mistake here is having that knee go out too wide or having that knee too, what we would call internally rotated. We want to make sure the knee is right over top of that toe. We're dropping straight over top and reaching over top. Next one is going to be glute swings. So we're going to be in the kneeling position, hands down on the ground, leg directly off to the side, core is braced. My hands are directly between my knee that's on the ground. So we want to make sure that your weight is over top of that knee. We're not leaning too much, so our elbows are going to be locked out, pressed through the ground. Core is stable. Lift the foot off. Horizontal foot at the high point. As we turn back, the foot's going to go straight down towards the ground. We're going to keep our heel pushed up to the ceiling and back out. 8 reps on both sides. Next one, single leg glute bridge with vertical leg swing. Lying flat on the back. I'm going to drive through the glute. Try to create a straight line from the knee all the way to the shoulder, hips up. Vertical leg swing straight up. Toe is pointed into the shin. We want to make sure the hips don't drop as we swing, so the hips stay up the whole time. 8 reps on both sides there. We go into the horizontal leg swing. This one's a little bit shorter, not as big a range of motion. Common mistake here is when we swing that leg out to the side, you'll see this knee that is stabilizing the glute drops out too much. We want to make sure that when that leg comes out, we're keeping our core nice and strong, staying stable the entire time. Next part of the routine is part of the scaps. So we're going to be training the mid to upper back with this one. The band towards the chest all the way. Imagine there was a pencil sitting back there. We want to try to squeeze that pencil. Okay. So pulling back and together, 6 reps, slow and controlled. Once we finish our 6, same setup, shoulder width apart, subtle squeeze, elbows bent. This time we're going to rotate to the forehead, and we're going to try to tuck our elbows forward and underneath us without arching our back. Okay, back down to the forehead, tuck the elbows, back. Still squeezing the band apart. Band to the forehead, 90 degrees. tuck the elbows, and back. Okay, 6 reps there. We're done with that one. We have what's called half cans. So if your band is, 4 feet long, we don't want you starting up at your shoulder. You can step on as much as you need to take away from the band so that the tension starts at your hip. From there, we're going to go straight up and out to the side, thumb down, leading with the pinky, keeping space. We want to make sure we're not shrugging first. So it's all shoulder motion. So you can take this hand that is free, place it on your trap. You shouldn't feel the trap squeeze up until we get to about shoulder height. Then you'll feel it raise a little bit. Okay. This one is only meant to go just above the shoulder. 6 reps. Switch sides. So here we have the A's, the T's, and the Y's. So laying on your belly, palms up towards the ceiling. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades like we're pinching a pencil between our shoulder blades here. Squeeze that pencil. 6 reps, slow and controlled, palms straight up towards the ceiling. Next is the T position, same exact idea. Pinch the shoulder blades down and back. We don't want to be raised up. So your trap should not be the major engaging muscle here. It should not be the one burning the most. If it is, I want you to feel like you're tucking your shoulders down into your armpits or down into your lats. Raise the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, pinch the pencil, small motion up and down. 6 reps. We're going to go out to the Y position, same thing. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. 6 reps, smooth and controlled. We have banded golf posture. Okay, so this is the 90-90 for the shoulder. Tension starts on the band. From here, we're going to rotate the arm out to the side with the elbow not extending. Okay, the elbow doesn't extend out, it stays tucked. And from here, we're going to try to imagine like our hand is going backwards and our elbow is coming forward slightly. So it's a small motion. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 reps on both sides there. Step on the band with the band going to the left. So if my left foot's going on, the band is going to the left. I'm going to switch hands. The band is going to wrap over top of my foot. Okay. I'm going to step out like I'm in my driver stance. I'm going to take my thumb facing down. Thumb facing down here. And I'm going to rotate back and away. So this is my right hand. I'm rotated up top of my swing. Nice rotation. Eyes can follow the hand. If you prefer to keep your head over top of the ball and you like doing that, that's fine. The reason why I like to rotate the head and neck is it just adds a little extra mobility work. 8 reps on both sides. Okay. If you only have one band, this is kind of like a hack for these exercises. If you have access to hip bands and all the extra gear, great. We're going to take the band. We're going to wrap it behind the leg. Okay. We're going to twist it one time like you're tying a shoe until there's tension on the band. You're going to hold both sides. Driver step outs. Okay, so we're hinged. We're stepping out and back in, keeping tension on the back leg, keeping the knee in a straight line. We don't want to see it collapse in, so we're keeping tension. 10 reps. Okay, 10 reps to the left. Keeping the band on, we're going to go to a single leg position. We're going to make small with a soft bend in the knee cap pointed right in line with the toe. Flat back, small, little motions in and out. You'll feel your glutes kicking in if you're keeping good foot pressure and good alignment with the knee and the hip. 10 on this side. Shifting. Get that balance point. Once that balance is locked in, 10 reps on the other side. Because we didn't tie the band, should be able to just pull this guy out. All right, we're coming up towards the end. We have our last 2 exercises. We step on the band with the right foot. The band is going to the right. We wrap the band over top. Hip height to start. Okay, band tension at hip height. We're going to rotate up and away a little bit faster than last time, and we are not going to extend the arm. Imagine you're doing a row. with your swing. So you're going to row with your swing. Okay, keeping it close to the body, feeling the hips, staying active. 10 reps. You are welcome to grab a little lower on this if your band is too light. The only thing I'll tell you to be cautious of, these bands only want to stretch 2 times their length. So if you stretch it too far, it can snap. So just be mindful of that. Tension just starting below the hip. Same idea. 10 reps. We call these the squat to 90-degree jump. We're going to hinge down and back, and then we're going to push off our trail leg, jump, and land at 90-degree position. So again, it's more of a hinge than a squat. You don't want to over-rotate, and all of a sudden this foot's coming off the ground. We're losing contact. And then soft landing here. We don't want to jar the landing. We don't want to hear a loud noise. Okay, we're going to reset, down and in, more of a hinge than a squat. Push off, soft landing. The previous exercise we did kind of a rowing pattern. I do like to mimic that same idea with the arms. So this right arm is now going to be my pull. I'm reaching down, I'm hinging more than I'm squatting. And then soft landing at 90.